Hi, this is Jeanette Pavlak from Century 21 Sawyer and Associates. I am out here today on Monday, September 17th, driving around checking on some properties for some clients of mine after the hurricane that we had in the Myrtle Beach area here. And one question that I do get asked a lot by my buyers is A, am I in a flood zone? And B, do I need flood insurance? So that's actually two completely separate questions. So first off, if somebody's in a flood zone, then the answer to the next question is yes, you do need flood insurance. Now, if somebody's not in a flood zone, do you need flood insurance? Well, a lot of people will tell you, well, no, you're not in a flood zone, you don't need flood insurance. Oh, this place is never flooded, you don't need flood insurance. So, while yes, that may be true, it is really actually up to you whether you want flood insurance or not. Now, I live in an area that is not in a flood zone. It has never flooded, knock on wood. And I do actually carry flood insurance. And my fiance, he thought I was crazy. He was like, why are you wasting money? Well, flood zones do change. Right now in Socastee, the FEMA is actually in the process of proposing different flood zones and changing things. It can actually happen. Now, right now, I may be paying $500, maybe even $600 a year in flood insurance for being in an area that is not in an actual flood zone that does not require flood insurance. However, if FEMA goes ahead and says, well, listen, we're going to change your flood zone down the road, I actually get grandfathered in at the price I'm paying. So rather than paying $4,000, $5,000 a year in flood insurance, I would still be paying the same $500 a year or $600 a year in flood insurance. So that is why if you think that you are in an area that's maybe close to wetlands, if you're in an area that's never flooded before, but you're at all nervous that it might someday flood, like if we have one of those catastrophic 500-year floods or something crazy like that, I actually recommend, yes, you should have flood insurance. Just because this whole area of Myrtle Beach, yeah, it's all low country. A lot of it is wetlands. So even though you may not be in a flood zone right now, that doesn't mean that you will never be in a flood zone. That doesn't mean that FEMA won't change it somewhere down the road. So my philosophy is better safe than sorry. I mean, look at all the people in North Carolina right now who they've never been in a flood zone, never had waters like this, and all of a sudden they're all over the news right now. And it's sad. It's really a shame. Some people are going to lose a lot of things. And it could all actually just be avoided for, $500, $600. Yeah, it sounds like a lot right now. But when you're talking about flood waters in your home and the damage it could do. So, yeah, I mean, people ask me, do I need flood insurance? You're not in a flood zone. You don't need it. It's not required. Should you get it? Maybe. I mean, it's a personal decision, but I would always recommend, getting the flood insurance and just being safe. Well, that's my view on the topic, and I will talk to you all soon.